Okay everyone, the time's come to put our rifle back together. So, as I said before, this type of buffer has the spring clip, the other one has a couple of pins on the back, some lugs, and I'm working on them at the moment too. Just a couple of things about the buffer. You'll see on the back here, just make sure you can see that. All right, there's a couple of indentations. Now the indentation's there because the buffer can either go that way or 180 degrees, like that. You can turn it over. Okay, so the indentations in the back are from the screw that you're tightening up at the back of the action. The other thing you'll see on the buffer is these two indentations in the front groove. Now they're from when the bolt recoils, they're the indentations from the firing pin. So don't worry about them, they're not made in manufacture. That happens just through use. All right, so when we go to put it back together, it's funny, this buffer's cracked. This is one of the reasons I'm making some too. Assemble your buffer back together. Make sure the radius goes to the back and place your spring over the front. On the other type, there'll be two pins and you push them into the back of the action. So the spring clip holds it in. Now what you've got to be careful of here, it's only one thing. You'll see here on the screw, I'm just pointing at it, there's a lug. Now that lug corresponds with this groove here in the action cover. All right, so they have to go together, and that's what will pull everything forward when we screw the screw up. So next thing, all we do is put our spring in like that. Slide our action cover on. It is grooved, so you just have to make sure you get it into the grooves, and it will self-center and line up, and then drop into that little lug. So you're good to go now. You'll see up the front here, I'll show you the gap. Up the front here is our gap where we will screw the action back in. You can see it here. By the time we finish it, the cover will come up to here and it'll be tight. So we'll just do this. Again, I've got my little pad in place just over the top of the stock, just so I don't mark anything. Look, one thing, if you're going to be gunsmithing or playing around, always use good quality tools. Make sure you buy them fit for purpose. Screwdrivers that don't fit will strip screw heads. Likewise, hexagon heads, if you use the wrong size, then you're going to have problems. You'll damage the screws and they're hard to replace. These rifles were predominantly metric, so just remember that when you're using your tools, you may have to get metric tools to suit it, the hexagons. But as you see here, straightforward, screw forward. The screw will come to a dead stop like that. It's actually quite solid. It's hard up against the back of the action. Then all I use here, I just take my Allen key, just give it a tiny tweak to make sure it's tight. And that's it, we're done. Do a function test and your rifle's all good to go. Thanks for watching.